Good evening, guys. Yes, today very important session, accounting standard 28 we are going to cover, and after that, beta, I will tell you the strategy for first five chapters because I taught you first five chapters, and now it's my responsibility that I should tell you how to do revision. So today's session, please don't miss it because last part is we have to complete. That is a cash generating unit. It does not have, weightage at intermediate level because you are going to see it in the CA final level at, above the CGU and impairment, all these concepts in detail in Indes. So instead of solving it at intermediate level, CGU concept, I will tell you in the very short what is the concept of CGU because there are hardly 2 to 3 problems which are based on the cash generating unit concept. But in CA final, you have in detail. So it's my request to all of you, please don't miss today's session. Today's session is very important because in today's session, I'm not going to take only this remaining part of the accounting standard, but I will tell you how to do revisions in the last 1 hour. Okay. Last session है आज का, and I'm going to miss you for next at least 25 days. I don't know about the next month's schedule, but today's schedule is, impairment of assets that we have to cover and liability based standards. Yes, many students are asking me, so what about the liability based standards? Liability based standards, we are going to see it in the December month. Okay. At the time of before, I think branch accounts or redemption of preference shares. No, redemption of preference shares, you don't have buyback of the shares. So I don't know exactly dates, but yes, definitely we will cover it at the end because only two parts are there. That is accounting standard 29 and AS 15. It's very simple: provision, contingent liability, and contingent assets. And new standard is employee benefits that I will take it in the December month. First one, before starting any session, yes, quickly revise. I don't think yeah, मेरी trip भी अच्छी हो गई because of all, you have given me a break off after 2 years. It's almost मैं मेरे बेटे को लेके गया और फैमिली को, तो after long, weekend था ये हमारा 3 days का. So we enjoyed a lot and now full energy के साथ वापस. So we need some breaks in between, and that breaks are very important. Yesterday's match, let's talk about in 1 minute about the match. So it's a only motivational stories because I just want to inspire you or give some motivation. That's why I'm telling you this fact. Okay, what happened yesterday? Yesterday, beta, Australia lost their hopes, 67 or 70 runs, 7 wickets. And after that, beta, Maxwell लास्ट में आके उसने क्या किया, तो आपने देखा ही होगा. those who have seen the highlights, it's in the morning in the as per Australian time, they were shocked कि सुबह सुबह जब लोग उठे होंगे उन्होंने मैच भी छोड़ दिया रहेगा यार अफगान के साथ हार रहे करके. एंड मैक्सवेल ने जो पारी खेली थी उसके बाद आपको क्या समझ में आया? ओनली इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट कि डोंट गिव अप, डोंट गिव अप. लास्ट में 15-20 मिनट के लिए तो मैंने देखा था उसको कितने क्रैम्स आ रहे थे, बट he has not given up, and that's why the result, Australia won. And consistency of Cummins is also important. Okay, why? Yes, no doubt. Okay, Maxwell played very well, but suppose if 3 wickets gone and they may lose their match, and this is only the reason you should not give up to last minute, and this gives you motivation in CA course also. It may happen in the first 2 months you studied well, then beta there was a pressure of all subjects together, but never give up and please fight up to last minute and you will get the best result out of that. Okay, chalo, say good evening in the comment section. But before good evening, beta, I just want to take all accounting standard names, and I hope that now you are going to remember it for your lifetime memory ke liye. Okay, so first one, disclosure of accounting policy. Second one, inventory valuation is 3 cash flow statement. 4 is contingencies, events occurring after balance sheet date. 5 is net profit or loss for the period, prior period items and changes in accounting policy. 6 number beta removed. 7 number construction contract. 8 number removed. 9 number revenue recognition. 10 number is property, plant and equipment. 11 number is effects of changes in foreign exchange rate. 12 number accounting for government grant. 13 number accounting for investment. 14 number accounting for amalgamation. 15 number employee benefits. 16 number borrowing cost. 17 number segment reporting. 18 number related party disclosures. 19 number is Accounting for leases, 20 number earning per share, 21 is consolidated financial statement, 22 is accounting for taxes on income, 23 is investment in association joint in investment in associates in CFS, 24 discontinuing operation, 25 interim financial reporting, 26 intangible assets, 27 investment in joint venture, 28 impairment of assets, 29 is is provision contingent liability and contingent assets. So friends, these are all your accounting standards what we have covered till now, and now it's time to start with our accounting standard 28 where we left in the last session. Yes, good evening तो बोल दीजिए बेटा, इतना तो बनता है. Please share this session to your friends. Watch this session, sir. Yes, sir. I'm really very good. Thank you, Lokesh, Aishwarya. Good evening, beta. Roshni ji, good evening. Tannu, good evening, beta. Kadambari ji, Anmol, Keshav, and our England batsman, Livingstone. Aditya Saini, Somesh, Ashutosh, Shivam. Yes. ठीक है. Yes, beta, I also miss you all. मीनाज जी, yes, I miss you, beta. कभी अलविदा ना कहना. Okay, no, beta, I'm not going to tell you अलविदा. We miss you so much, sir. Thank you, beta, Priyanka. Okay. चलो चलो चलो. माधव तिवारी, yes, beta, miss you, beta. चलो चलो, let's start. Uh, don't worry, beta. I will be with you for, I'm going to start with the Guru Mantra series after the in Diwali only. So Guru Mantra series jaldi se jaldi aa jayega. So you can revise your all these things. Yes, I will tell you how to revise it at the in the Diwali also. And yes, definitely you are going to forget everything because it's very difficult to retain accounting standards. And for that you maintain your 100 pages book. And today I will show you, I will share the 100 pages notebook. Don't worry, one by one I will share it. So you please recall it or write it at least. Hmm. अमूल्य जी पूछ रहे हैं कि एक सेकंड ना वो बात करो. यस, प्लीज टेक amalgamation chapter also. Yes, beta. If institute gives me, yes, definitely I will take. Don't worry. चलिए. So today first I want to tell you, please now be focused because today's concept is very important. That is a cash generating unit and goodwill impairment. It's very important. And then finally is the corporate assets. Okay. And then we will end up with this accounting standard. So आज के लिए हमारा accounting standard जो है, भाविका जी पूछ रहे हैं कि सर वाई यू आर नॉट कंटिन्यूइंग टू टीच अस. बिकॉज रीजन इज वेरी सिंपल बेटा. आईसी है cannot give you all faculty, only one faculty, all session maximum. Yes, no doubt. ICAI has given me a lot of lectures in your syllabus, means it's almost 60% part. So now might be in December they may give me, your feedbacks are very important. So इसलिए हो सकता है. ठीक है सर. गुरु मंत्र सीरीज इज नॉट इन हिंदी बेटा. इट इज only one minute का गुरु मंत्र सीरीज will be there. It will be in English only. Okay, don't worry. हिंदी में नहीं होगा. गुरु मंत्र सीरीज मतलब क्या है? जस्ट इट्स अ रिकॉलिंग. इट्स जस्ट शॉर्ट रिकैप ऑफ ऑल यूर टॉपिक्स. ओके, ये एक रिवीजन है. गुरु मंत्र सीरीज मतलब एक रिवीजन है. तो इसलिए हाँ. ओके, ठीक है. सो आज की स्ट्रैटेजीज बना दूंगा बेटा. 5 टॉपिक तो ऑलरेडी हो गए हैं. डोंट वरी. और 2-3 चैप्टर्स ही 6 नंबर का चैप्टर में ही सिखाने वाला हूँ. सो दैट इज इन द नेक्स्ट मंथ. फिर उसके बाद एक छोटा सा चैप्टर आएगा फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स वगैरह, वो देख लेंगे बेटा. डोंट वरी. 2-3 चैप्टर्स के बाद वापस से दिसंबर महीने में मैं आ जाऊंगा. तो देखते हैं, मतलब आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली तो स्केड्यूल क्या है क्या नहीं है. तो आप लोग सिर्फ फीडबैक्स देते रहिए. फीडबैक्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, चलिए. सो गाइज, नाउ अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज CGU. सी बेटा, I won't show you the slide immediately. Cash generating unit. Cash generating unit is called as CGU. Try to understand the concept of CGU first. Try to understand the concept. Yes, Anmol, ठीक है बेटा, प्रोवाइड करता हूं मैं, डोंट वरी. अभी कैश जनरेटिंग यूनिट, व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली द मीनिंग ऑफ कैश जनरेटिंग यूनिट? सी, assume I have 100 benches. I have 100 benches. Only bench, if I have 100 benches, these 100 benches won't give me income directly. These 100 benches won't give me income directly. हिंदी में भी बताने वाला हूं. सो हिंदी वाले डोंट वरी, एक बार हिंदी में रिवीजन हो जाएगी. ओके ठीक है. सो 100 बेंचेस हम लोगों ने क्या किए बेटा? वी हैव केप्ट 100 बेंचेस in one classroom. So these 100 benches won't give me income generation. Why, sir? Logic is very simple. When I will generate income from that classroom, if I have a projector, if I have table, chair, if I have screen for the projector, laptop, my system, camera, then only beta I can generate income out of that. So whether only 100 wages will give me income, definitely not. So I cannot impair only that part. Okay, only benches I'm not going to impair. Individual assets I'm not going to impair. Why? Because that individual assets won't give me income. And when I will get the income, only if the assets are working in one group. If assets are used through one group, and that group is called as cash generating unit. I have 7 classrooms, no doubt in that. But 7 classrooms won't give me income. One classroom is one CGU. Second classroom will second CGU. And under that classroom, there are number of assets. So are you going to impair only one asset? No, sir. What is impairment? Impairment, mera just short recall. Impairment matlab your carrying amount is greater than your recoverable amount. And what is recoverable amount? It is higher of value in use and net selling price. नेट सेलिंग प्राइस और वैल्यू इन यूज का जो भी हाइयर होगा उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं इट इज रिकवरेबल अमाउंट. And carrying amount is compared with the recoverable amount. If your carrying amount is on the higher side, then it is called as beta impairment loss. Short recall of the last session, क्योंकि बहुत बड़ा गैप हो गया है भाई. फ्राइडे थर्सडे को हुआ था ना, नहीं वेडनेसडे टू वेडनेसडे, आफ्टर 7 days बेटा. ओ हो सर, बहुत दिनों के बाद मिले. ठीक है. सो आफ्टर 7 days पहले की बात है. तो रिमेंबर, जब एसेट अकेला काम करेगा ना तो काम नहीं करेगा. अभी हिंदी में समझ ले, हिंदी में समझ ले इसको. जब झुंड में काम करेगा, झुंड में एक एसेट नहीं पूरा झुंड काम करेगा, तो फिर इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं ये सीजीयू. तो सीजीयू मतलब क्या? अकेले एसेट नहीं काम करेगा. ओनली बेंचेस आर नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क. बेंचेस के साथ साथ प्रोजेक्टर होगा, क्लासरूम तैयार चाहिए. तो मतलब है सिर्फ बेंचेस बेचने निकलोगे और रिकवरेबल अमाउंट तो बड़ा ऑब्वियस उसकी कमी आने वाली है. पर रिकवरेबल अमाउंट कैसे? एसेट की मत निकाले बेटा, पूरे सीजीयू की निकाले, पूरे यूनिट की निकाले. तो इसीलिए जब सीजीयू में काम करते हो तो इंडिविजुअल एसेट्स का इंपेयरमेंट मत करो, पूरे ग्रुप का सीजीयू देखो, पूरे ग्रुप का रिकवरेबल अमाउंट देखो, इंडिविजुअल एसेट्स का नहीं. तो आपको यह ध्यान में रखना है before starting impairment of individual asset. If individual asset does not work within the individual capacity, if it is work within the group capacity, if it is you are getting the revenue not because of only that one asset, but you are getting the benefit only for all assets, then beta, we should not impair individual asset. We should impair cash generating unit. We should calculate the recoverable amount of cash generating unit, and we should calculate the carrying amount of all assets among one CGU, and then this is called as impairment if recoverable amount of CGU is greater than the carrying amount. You got the concept? Say yes or no. जल्दी से बोलो बेटा. अरे समझे क्या नहीं समझे? हाँ जी. अरे बोलो 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 बोलो. समझा क्या नहीं समझे हो? Understood or not? Tell me it in the comment section. फटाफट बोल रही. अरे बोलने वाले हो क्या? सो एसिड अकेला काम करेगा या झुंड में काम करेगा? हाँ जी भाई, वेरी गुड. मनीष जी, you have to calculate if asset, if we calculate recoverable amount in the individual capacity, it is but obvious it is not, it is always lower. But if suppose if asset works in a group, then beta that asset has greater recoverable amount in the capacity of group, and that group is called as CGU, cash generating unit. समझ गए बेटा? चलो. सो कैश जनरेटिंग यूनिट क्या होता है ये तो समझ में आया सर. ओके ओके ओके. एसेट झुंड में काम करेगा. अरे वाह 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 वाह. यस. नाउ हाउ टू डिफाइन दी सीजीयू? सर सीजीयू को डिफाइन करो ना. रिकवरेबल अमाउंट तो बता ही दी दो जी सर. रिकॉग्निशन ऑफ इम्पेयरमेंट लॉस भी हो गया. हाँ हाँ. सी. नाउ प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड इट टेक्निकली. सीजीयू, what is the concept in as per S28? What is the definition? S28 बोले छे, a cash generating unit is the smallest identifiable group of assets. Smallest identifiable group of assets. It's a furniture, it's benches, it's camera, it's my computer system, projector, all. Okay. So ये जो भी है ACs, ये assets का एक group है. Okay, group of assets which are identifiable group of assets that generate cash inflows from the continuing use. Okay, one classroom you can treat it as one CGU. One classroom you can treat it as one CGU that are largely independent of the cash flows of other assets or group of assets. Okay, so my one classroom assets are giving me independent cash flows from other assets or group of assets. Easy che? Concept easy? Okay sir. Okay. ठीक है. सेशन ग्लिच हो रहा है. एक बार चेक करो. If it is not possible to estimate the recoverable amount of individual assets, then enterprise estimates the recoverable amount of CGU. Okay, so it's a choice of the management. You don't have to tell them. You just explain them. Okay, either you calculate recoverable amount of the individual asset, but if you don't think that individual asset will give you independent cash flows, so you go with this CGU. And CGU is nothing but is the smallest independent unit which gives you cash flow. Okay. So recoverable amount of CGU आया समझ में, टू विच एसेट बिलोंग्स. जब इंडिविजुअल एसेट का काम नहीं है ना बेटा, तब आपको पहुंचना है सीजीयू के पास. ओके. एग्जाम्पल ये देखो, ये बहुत बढ़िया. यहां से एक अभी रेलवे आने वाली है. अ माइनिंग एंटरप्राइज ओन्स अ प्राइवेट रेलवे टू सपोर्ट इट्स माइनिंग एक्टिविटीज. टू सपोर्ट इट्स माइनिंग एक्टिविटीज. हाँ जी भाई, ये देखिए. पर क्या हो गया, ये वापस ट्रेन आने वाली थी. एक सेकंड भैया. वापस एक बार एग्जांपल बताता हूँ. अ माइनिंग एंटरप्राइज ओन्स अ प्राइवेट रेलवे टू सपोर्ट्स इट माइनिंग एक्टिविटीज. दैट प्राइवेट रेलवे, अरे वाह वाह वाह, रेलवे आई, डज नॉट जनरेट इंडिपेंडेंट कैश फ्लोस. अकेले जनरेट नहीं कर रही है कैश फ्लो ये रेलवे. ये जो यहां पे दिख रही है आपको, it is not possible to estimate the recoverable amount of railway as it has a different scrap value. Therefore, enterprise estimates recoverable amount of not railway only, but whole mine will be considered as a CGU. So you won't calculate railway ka recoverable amount. You are not going to calculate railway ka recoverable amount. What you are going to calculate? You are going to calculate CGU as a mine. You are going to calculate recoverable amount of mine. आप वो माइन का KGF गोल्ड माइन बेटा, उसका आप होल सीजू निकालोगे, ना कि उसके अंदर जो रेलवे चल रही है उसका स्क्रैप वैल्यू निकालोगे. वो रेलवे अकेले काम नहीं करेगी, वो रेलवे माइन में काम कर रही है. तो वो रेलवे की ऐसे देखने के तो स्क्रैप वैल्यू बहुत कम है, पर जब वो झुंड में काम करेगी ना तो उसकी वैल्यू बढ़ेगी. तो इसको बोलते बेटा सीजीयू. क्या बात है सर, पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट समझी गयो. ओके. कैरिंग अमाउंट and recoverable amount of CGU. So what is the carrying amount and recoverable amount of CGU? Carrying amount of CGU is equal to carrying amount of group of assets, sir. Group of assets. Recoverable amount is nothing but it's a higher of which wala definition, value in use, and net selling price of the CGU. What happens, Ray? Aha. Chalo. Carrying amount of liability mandatory deducted from both value in use and carrying amount. Okay. Yes. Carrying amount of liability ये ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन किया था भाई. कैरिंग अमाउंट ऑफ लाइबिलिटी विच इज मैंडेटरी, ये दोनों में से डिडक्ट होगा. ये क्वेश्चन भी किया था हमने. इंपेयरमेंट लॉस फॉर सीजीयू. इंपेयरमेंट लॉस कैसे करना है? इन द फॉलोइंग ऑर्डर. इफ गुडविल इज प्रेजेंट, नाउ सर गुडविल का कॉन्सेप्ट आएगा सर. गुडविल प्रेजेंट तो गुडविल इज एलोकेटेड टू सीजीयू. सर व्हाट इज गुडविल? वही तो बड़ी बात है ना, सीजीयू में क्या करना है. एंड अदर एसेट्स ऑन द प्रो राटा बेसिस. इफ गुडविल इज नॉट प्रेजेंट तो बहुत बढ़िया सर, फिर तो प्रो राटा बेसिस पे. ओके. एंड कैरिंग अमाउंट शुड बी रिड्यूस्ड, शुड नॉट बी रिड्यूस्ड बिलो द हाईएस्ट. अभी ये नहीं समझेगा, ये छोड़ दीजिए. अभी आप ना पहले स्टडी मटेरियल में आइए. एंड आई वांट टू टेल यू दी वन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. अभी ये इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट क्या है? सीजीयू का एग्जांपल आई हैव गिवन यू. हाँ, ये गुडविल का चार्ट पढ़िए एंड एग्जाम्पल रीड कीजिए. आई एम गिविंग यू एग्जैक्टली 7 minutes. कितना टाइम देने वाला हूं? 7 मिनट्स टू रिकॉल दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. चलो चलो चलो. ये 7 मिनट्स. गुडविल, first read it carefully because I want to give you time for this. Come on guys. ये 7 मिनट प्लीज अच्छे से रीड करो एंड टेल मी व्हाट यू अंडरस्टूड. ओके, चलो 7 मिनट में ये पढ़ लो फटाफट. Yes, beta. Sufficient time has given. 2-4 तयार. Okay. 15 seconds left. Yes. Anyone understood? Anyone understood? 7 minutes हो गए. Yes. Anyone? चलो बोलिए बेटा फटाफट. What is goodwill? First, try to understand what is goodwill in case of CGU. See, first I will explain you the example why goodwill arises. Goodwill क्यों आता है? Reason. Suppose SS Limited takes over DS Limited. SS Limited takes over DS Limited. In DS Limited, there are 3 CGU. 100, 50, 20. What is the carrying amount? Carrying amount of assets is 175. SS Limited paid DS Limited, which is called as purchase consideration. What is called as purchase consideration is rupees 210. PC कितना पे किया? 210. Amount paid by SS to DS. So tell me, what is the extra amount that we have paid to DS Limited? बोलो. What is the extra amount we paid बेटा? चलो बोलो जल्दी से. एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट बोलो कितना पे किया? अरे बोलो 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 बोलो. कितना एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट पे किया हमने? 35. Very good. We have paid 35 extra. And this excess amount is called as goodwill. This excess amount is called as goodwill. Now everyone is clear with the concept of goodwill? Say yes or no. In amalgamation, you are going to see this concept. So don't worry. You have a separate chapter, which is amalgamation. So in that chapter, beta, I will teach you these concepts. Don't worry. तो amalgamation में ये सब आने वाला है. या whoever the faculty will be. Yes. Santhia ji. I know South Indian students, it's very difficult. And if you watch my previous session, I always explain all concepts in English, but I have to take some revisions in Hindi. And these are the, instructions which are given by the institute also. Okay, for, more students to make it understandable, because, there are many village-based students also from all over India part. So for them, it's very difficult sometimes because yes, they haven't studied in the English medium, through English medium. So for them, we have to explain it in Hindi also. So please try to understand concepts. I will explain it in English, and after that revision, I will take it in the Hindi. Okay. So 35 rupees, what extra amount that we are paying is called as goodwill. SS Limited will pass the entry CGU 100, 2, 50, 3, 25, goodwill 35, to cash 210. Cash or bank 210. So this will be the entry. Yes, beta, I will explain you. वॉइस बराबर रहता है करे बकरे. Okay, so PC 210 that we are going to pay. We are hearing double. Check कर एकदा. Headphone launch check. तो बेटा, this is called as goodwill. Now, after certain years, assume this carrying amount are greater than recoverable amount. Then what to do in case of impairment? Impairment of CGU. And for that, Institute has given you one chart. Goodwill can be allocated on the reasonable basis or cannot be allocated on the reasonable and consistent basis. येतोय? Okay. So goodwill can be allocated on the reasonable and consistent basis and cannot be allocated on the reasonable and consistent basis. So now, what is the concept? Basis means what? So for that, Institute has given you one example. Must example diya hai. Try to understand this example. Anyone understood this example? ठीक है. So ये example क्या है sir? Yes बेटा, आयशा will give you. मैं अपलोड कर दूंगा, don't worry, on Telegram channel. चलिए बेटा, let's try to understand it quickly. At the end of the 2000, Enterprise M acquired 100% of Enterprise Z for 3,000 lakhs. What is called as beta? You can write it. It is purchase. You purchase the business of Z. So you paid this consideration. PC, what is called as PC, purchase consideration. Z has 3 cash generating units. Net fair values, 1200, 1200, 800, 400. A, B, C, 1200. This is a fair value in 2000. You can write like this: 800, 400, and goodwill 600. Total, you can check, it is 3,000. Now, at the end of the 2004, recoverable amount, sorry, carrying amount is given below. 1,300, 1,200, 800, 120, and 3,420. Now the question is this goodwill can be allocated? Allocated means divide on consistent basis. तो 120 can be divided in the ratio of fair value on the date of acquisition. 12:8:4. Consistently, you can allocate it. Consistency. Consistent basis in the ratio of fair value. Consistent. Every year, it will be in the fair value ratio of date of acquisition. So everywhere, every year, whatever goodwill is there, you can take a basis of 2000 and you can divide it. So take on calci. What is the total? 12,8,4. So beta, I will tell you the shortcut. So 120, देखो, पहले तो मैं बता देता हूँ. 120, we will divide it in the ratio of 12:8:4. So first I will tell you the long cut and then I will tell you the shortcut. So 12:8:4 में कैसे divide करने का? Take a total 12, 8, 4. So 12 plus 8 plus 4 is 24 into 12. Then 120 divided by 24 into 8. 120 divided by 24 into 4. What is common, beta? What is common? Common is 120, 24 into 120, 24 into 120, 24 into. So what is the calci shortcut? Calci shortcut, direct entry students, 120 divided by 24 into, yes, take on calci, 120 divided by 24 into 12 is equal to 8 is equal to and 4 is equal to. This is a shortcut of calci. 60, 8 is equal to 40, 4 is equal to 20. And what is the total after goodwill? 1360, 1240 and 820. What is the recoverable amount? 1350. 1350 is a recoverable amount. So what is the impairment loss? What is the impairment loss? 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs. It is called as bottom-up test. This test is called as when you divide it among all CGUs, goodwill on the consistent basis. If you divide, what is a consistent basis? Fair value on the date of acquisition is a consistent basis. So every year, if you calculated goodwill, it will be divided in the ratio of 12:8:4. And this is how we calculate carrying amount after goodwill. So you divide your goodwill among 3 CGUs. 3 CGUs mein, and then you compare with recoverable amount of that CGU, and recoverable amount is 1350. So it will be 10 lakhs. It will be 10 lakhs. एक बार हिंदी में समझ लीजिए. बेटा why we divide by 120? 120 is a goodwill value. So 120 divided by total of this 24 into 12 is equal to 8 is equal to and 4 is equal to. No. Voice is very disturbing. We are still hearing double. एक बार चेक करो स्मिता, कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है शायद से. Smita ji, I think problem is in your mobile or your might be device. So please check it once again. See बेटा, एक बार हिंदी में समझ लीजिए. पूरा हिंदी में बता रहा हूं बेटा. But a 600 goodwill value is on 2000. In 2000, we won't take that goodwill value. Now it will be only what is the current value. You are doing impairment in the 2004. So 2004 you will consider as the value. Okay. But because in question itself given only A makes significant losses. If other units are in profits, why there is need of impairment? When you are in loss only, then you are going to do impairment. No. Okay. So Pradyumanji, remember, impairment will be done only for that unit which is giving you lesser amount than the carrying amount. That will be a value in use. Okay, carrying amount will be lesser. Okay. Chaliye. See beta, one more time. ABC. Carrying amount before goodwill. We are doing this impairment in 2004, but consistent basis is of 2000. It's a 1300, 1200, 800. 1300, 1200, 800. Goodwill. अरे ये क्या हो रहा है भाई? ये काय सारखं संगम सर? Goodwill कितना है बेटा? 120. And 120 we will divide in the ratio of 2000 का fair value. 12:8:4. So 120 divided by इसकी total 24 into 12 is equal to, then only 8 is equal to, and then only 4 is equal to. ये शॉर्टकट ऑफ कैलसी है. 120 को कितना आया बेटा? 60, 44. So carrying amount after goodwill 1360, 1240, and 820. Remember, that is after goodwill. So we have divided goodwill on consistent basis. And this test is called as, when you are doing individual calculation. Individual calculation, it is called as bottom up. Bottom up test. Bottom up. So इसको हम लोग bottom up. Bottom मतलब नीचे से ऊपर. So you are individually calculating goodwill. You have divided two individual units, CGUs. So it is bottom up. What is top up? Yes. Wait. I will explain it in the next example. And then beta, you will calculate recoverable amount of whole CGU is 1350. And therefore 10 lakhs is the impairment loss. And this impairment loss, now this impairment loss, you will allocate fully to goodwill. So now your goodwill amount will be C 1300, 1200 B, 800, and your goodwill will be how much is the goodwill? Yes, 120. So 120 minus 10, goodwill is 110. So this calculation is called as bottom up test. bottom up test. And now what is top down? Top down test. Yes. When to use? If goodwill cannot be allocated, you cannot divide it on consistent basis. See the example which is given. Goodwill is not allocated. Goodwill cannot be allocated on the reasonable and consistent basis. See the example. Can you explain? Yes, if you have any problem, you can ask me. आप मुझे बता सकते हो. So मैंने 2 बार एग्जाम्पल एक्सप्लेन किया. यस बेटा. बॉटम अप टेस्ट क्या होता है? तो आपने एक एक सीजीयू को जो है ना, आपने गुडविल को ऐसा डिवाइड किया एक एक यूनिट को, और फिर मतलब आपने इंडिविजुअल, देखो ये बिजनेस है, बिजनेस टॉप में है और उसके 3 सीजीयू है, सीजीयू ए बी सी. तो बिजनेस टॉप में है और आप सीजीयू वाइज उसको डिवाइड करते हो. मतलब आपने गुडविल किस में चार्ज किया? गुडविल इज नॉट चार्ज टू बिजनेस. जब गुडविल बिजनेस को हम लोग लगाते हैं, गुडविल डायरेक्टली बिजनेस को जब हम लोग सीजीयू में कंसिडर नहीं करेंगे, तो इसको बोलते हैं टॉप डाउन. और जब हम लोग गुडविल ये तीनों में डिवाइड करते हैं, तब इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं बॉटम अप. बॉटम अप. अभी समझ में आया क्या मीनिंग? बिजनेस को डायरेक्टली गुडविल लगाना मतलब टॉप, सीजीयू में डिवाइड करना बॉटम. बॉटम अप. इट्स वेरी लॉजिकल. जिसने भी बनाया क्या खूब बनाया. व्हाट इज बॉटम अप? इफ यू आर नॉट चार्जिंग गुडविल डायरेक्टली टू बिजनेस, इट इज कॉल्ड एज bottom up. If you are charging goodwill directly to the business, it is top down. If not charging directly to the business, if you are dividing goodwill over 3 CGUs, then it is a bottom up. Okay. So got the concept of bottom up and top down? समझ में आया सबको? Yes. Difficult है. No doubt भैया. Difficult है. पढ़ के समझ में नहीं आएगा. You will need someone for this explanation like me. Okay, your mentor. So ये सर आपको कैसे समझ में आया भाई? गहरा ज्ञान, पढ़ने का तरीका, तजुर्बा. यस. नो 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 नो. पैराग्राफ नंबर कौन? मनोहर जी, हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल? यस. मोहम्मद सोहेल. बेटा समझ में आया क्या बेटा? अभी देखो, गुडविल कैनॉट बी एलोकेटेड ऑन द रीजनेबल बेसिस. रीजनेबल बेसिस नहीं है तो पहले टॉप डाउन और बॉटम अप दोनों टेस्ट करवाएंगे. बॉटम अप एंड टॉप डाउन टेस्ट दोनों करवाएंगे बेटा. टॉप डाउन तो टेस्ट क्या होती है? देखना भैया क्या होता है. इंडिविजुअली स्पेसिफिक सीजीयू का कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो बॉटम अप टेस्ट. इंडिविजुअल सीजीयू. बिजनेस का करेंगे टॉप डाउन. टॉप डाउन. अरे समझी गए हो के भाई? नाउ यू ओनली टेल मी द सिनेरियो बी. यस, सिनेरियो बी ओनली यू आर गोइंग टू टेल मी. भाई सीजीयू बहुत डिफिकल्ट था सर. यू मेड इट वेरी सिंपल. और सिंपल किया है तो बेटा आज लाइक बटन प्रेस करना पड़ेगा, सब्सक्राइब करना पड़ेगा, बीच बीच में एडवर्टाइज करना पड़ेगा. यस सर, इज इट डिफिकल्ट? यस, इट्स अ सीए फाइनल कॉन्सेप्ट. Many beta fresher chartered accountants, they normally keep this part in the option. I remember in my days, beta, I never understood this top down and bottom up approach. When I entered into practice, then beta, I understood this concept completely. And when I entered into teaching field, क्या है नैन्सी सक्सेना जी, क्या है आपकी क्वेरी? बताइए बेटा, क्या है क्वेरी आपकी? ऐसा नहीं रोने का बेटा. नाउ इट इज क्रिस्टल क्लियर बोल रही है, फिर भी बोल रहे क्वेरी है. तूने ही तो कमेंट में लिखा था बेटा, इट्स क्लियर. So, बेटा, this concept is really difficult. I'm waiting for your scenario B answer. When it is a bottom-up test you are going to perform, when goodwill cannot be allocated on the reasonable basis, then bottom-up means individual that issue. And then top-down. That is, top-down means you will charge it to M. You will do the impairment for enterprise M. Enterprise M को आप charge करोगे impairment. This concept is called as CGU. समझ में આવી રહ્યું છે? Without goodwill, you will do bottom up test and then you will do top down test. Scenario B. Giving you 2 to 3 minutes to read it. हाँ भाई स्वाति बेन, यू आर करेक्ट बेटा. May 2024 new batch with SS is a Telegram channel name. Here I will provide you 100 pages के notes in Tamanna's handwriting. So those students who want, because it's very difficult to upload handwritten notes on the BOS app, so it's better you join this. So Aisha Patka ji and Rohit Raj ji, yes. Chalo. Now, yes, all of you beta, please you might have safe Diwali this time. Means I won't say ki it is enjoying Diwali, because this Diwali is not for you, because you have to study in this Diwali. So CS students normally they do not celebrate Diwali and all these festivals. They normally, in the students life beta. I won't say you enjoy your Diwali, but 2-3 hours puja part, it's okay. चलिए आगे बढ़ते. There is no reasonable way to allocate the goodwill that arose on the acquisition of Z to ABC. After Diwali beta, I am going to start one batch for costing with, Pimpri Chinchwad branch of institute. So those students who are interested for Zoom lectures, face to face is not possible because I am from Pune and it's very difficult to take these classes and it will be in Hindi. His explanation will be in Hindi, writing will be in English only. Okay. So whole explanation will be in Hindi. So for those students who are interested and those who want personal interaction on Zoom or those who want कि sir आप रोज के रोज हमारे साथ कुछ तो बातें कीजिए, so it will be in the morning 5:30. Okay. So you can join that batch. It is slight, might be fees will be very less, but you can take a benefit of that batches because ultimately it's only for the benefit of students. Okay. You will get whole information on website of Imbridge Inshore branch or even on my channel, you will get this information. So please take benefit. I will suggest you because if you want to score good marks in costing and you want to develop your common sense in costing, so you can take a benefit better. Okay. Yes, first question is mandatory beta. First question is mandatory, is given in the question paper. That first question is mandatory, and out of 6, then you have to solve 5 questions. Of 5 questions, 4 questions you have to solve. Sorry, you have to solve 4 questions out of 5. तो एक सिर्फ आपको बेनिफिट लेने के लिए, क्योंकि आज लास्ट डे तो मैं आपको ज्यादा फोर्स तो मैं किसी को करूंगा नहीं हूं, बट यस डेफिनेटली फायदा होने वाला है. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ पेइंग लॉट ऑफ फीस टू इधर भी पीओएस पे भी होगा, बट दोस्त जिनको पर्सनली यस टीचिंग स्टाइल अच्छी लगती है या आपको ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं भाई ये सर मेरे कॉन्सेप्ट ज्यादा क्लियर करते हैं, इनके साथ एक रैपो बना हुआ है, उनके लिए. सो अदरवाइज इट विल बी फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट ऑन पीओएस ऐप. तो इधर तो होगा, पर जिनको लगता है कि नहीं इंटरेक्शन होना जरूरी है, उनके लिए है. चलो, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट यस, और दो स्टूडेंट्स जिनको बाकी भी टॉपिक्स चाहिए रहेंगे तो रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स भी आपको मिलते हैं, वो और कम कॉस्ट में मिलते हैं आपको. तो ये रिकॉर्डिंग्स, क्योंकि जब फेस टू फेस मतलब लाइव फ्रॉम होम बैच होती है तो उसको थोड़ा सा अलग प्राइस होता है, बिकॉज वी हैव टू पे जूम चार्जेस एंड ऑल टू द ब्रांच. तो उसके लिए थोड़ा सा कॉस्टली रहता है. दोज हु आर इंटरेस्टेड इन रिकॉर्डिंग एंड दोज हु हैव सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस बट मेरे ये चाहिए, तो उनके लिए भी बेटा उनको और सस्ते में मिल जाएगा. यस, चलिए. हाँ बेटा, अनदर फैकल्टी रेहान नाइक, आपने सुना नहीं कि अनदर फैकल्टी विल टेक ओवर फ्रॉम दी नेक्स्ट यस मंडे से. ओके, चलो बॉटम अप टेस्ट अभी एक बार जान लेते हैं क्या है बिफोर ब्रेक में के पहले. यस, वी आर गोइंग टू सी दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. There is no reasonable way to allocate the goodwill that arose on the acquisition of Z ABC. At the end of the Z's recoverable amount is estimated to be 3,400 lakhs. So goodwill you cannot allocate. You do not have these fair values. Sir, goodwill नहीं है, fair value नहीं, तो fair value नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे? So for that we have different approach. So what is the approach? Bottom up test for that individual A. M first bottom up test. Bottom up test मतलब क्या? सिर्फ इंडिविजुअल ऑफ ए का हमें ये निकालना पड़ेगा 1300. रिकवरेबल अमाउंट इज 1350. तो योर इम्पेयरमेंट लॉस विल बी 0. okay, because you are carrying amount without goodwill is 1300. 1300 is given in the question itself beta. 1300 without goodwill, and your recoverable amount is but obvious, it is on the higher side 1350. So impairment loss is 0. Now there is bottom up test में no impairment. In bottom up test, there is no impairment. Yes. आगे second one top down test. अभी top down test क्या होता है? Your carrying amount is given in the question. अभी top down में क्या होगा देखो. देखो ये 1300, 1200, 800, 120 we have written 3420. As per bottom up test, there is no impairment. So zero is only impairment. Okay. So carrying amount after bottom up test without impairment, it will be same as it is. And now you will calculate recoverable amount 3400. Now it's for whole CGU business, whole business. For Z का impairment कितना हुआ? Z का total carrying amount is 3420 is a carrying amount after goodwill. But recoverable amount is given in the question. It is 3400. So 3400 is a recoverable amount. So tell me now impairment loss is 20 rupees. Impairment loss for whole CGU or whole business. It is 20. And this is called as top down approach, top down test. And 20 will be deducted from goodwill. 20 किसमें से कम होगा? Goodwill से. So your amount will be 1300, 1200, 800, and 120 minus 20, it will be 100. Khatam. Bottom up test and top down test. Bottom up test you will apply afterwards. First bottom up test for individual CGU, which is in loss, and then top up test. And when it is possible, top down test when goodwill cannot be allocated. तो goodwill ये देखो अभी ये चार्ट का मीनिंग समझ लो. Goodwill can be allocated on reasonable basis. Bottom up test for all, all CGUs. That goodwill has to be divided in all CGUs. Okay. And if it is not allocated, तो आपको दोनों टेस्ट परफॉर्म करने हैं. Bottom up first for that individual unit CGU, and then top down test for whole enterprise. Bottom up test for, you can write over here, individual CGU, and top down test for enterprise, whole enterprise. And here what is the bottom up test का meaning? Here bottom up test का meaning होगा goodwill divided in all CGU using basis. Goodwill divided in all CGU. Now it's very clear, beta. Yes, say yes or no. $3,400 कहां से आया? नैन्शी जी बेटा is given in the question. Z's recoverable amount is 3,400 lakhs. 3,400 क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है बेटा, मैंने नहीं लिया, क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है, मैं क्यों लूंगा? अभी तो पहला पेपर है, तो आई विल रिकमेंड के ओनली आईसीआई स्टडी मटेरियल इज सफिशिएंट. तो आई वोंट से मैं भगवान तो नहीं हूं, तो मैं इतना ही बोलूंगा बेटा कि आप स्टडी मटेरियल पे ही भरोसा रखो. हाँ जी. कॉर्पोरेट एसेट इसी के तरीके से कॉन्सेप्ट है. कॉर्पोरेट एसेट्स मींस इंस्टेड ऑफ गुडविल, सपोज you cannot allocate asset to that specific department, then it is for whole department, then this is called as corporate asset. Okay, you read the theory of the corporate asset in the break के बाद हम लोग कॉर्पोरेट एसेट्स के बारे में चर्चा करेंगे. और उसके बाद बेटा ये स्टैंडर्ड रिवर्सल ऑफ इम्पेयरमेंट इज वेरी सिंपल, तो ये मैं स्लाइड बता दूंगा आपको रिवर्सल ऑफ इम्पेयरमेंट का, एंड देन द स्टैंडर्ड विल गेट ओवर. Okay, reversal is very easy. So this is last part of the standard. Okay. Before break, beta, before break, I want to clear, we left with some illustrations. Which illustrations, beta, we left with? 6 number का. 6 number का illustration of TY के question. TYK question. You can see here. TYK का 6 number question. I want to complete it first. Yes. So मैं अभी कुछ TYK questions cover कर रहा हूँ. A publisher owns 150 magazine titles. See, magazine titles means what, beta? You know, Femina magazine. Femina magazine is for beta beauty tips for ladies. Okay, so Femina बोला तो ध्यान में आता है कि भाई ये मैगजीन इनके लिए है. और बहुत सारे मैगजीन्स है बेटा. आई कांट टेल यू, मतलब ये आपको पता होंगे, पर ये दिस इज नॉट द राइट प्लेटफॉर्म के जहाँ पे मैं बताऊंगा आपको. कि आपको भी पता होगा, बहुत सारे ऐसे मैगजीन्स के नाम देख के आपको समझ में आता है कि हाँ भाई ये मैगजीन इसका है करके. ओके, सो आई वोंट टेक नेम्स. तो दिस मैगजीन न्यूज़पेपर 150 magazine titles are there for that publisher. Okay. Out of that 70 magazine titles he purchased, 80 is self-generated. How self-generated? Because see, over the period, he has developed that magazine name and now beta it is popular. Okay. So he has not paid anyone for that amount. Okay. So some magazine titles he purchased from someone, 70, and 80 he self-created. The price paid for the purchase magazine titles is recognized as intangible asset. Is recognized as intangible asset. Okay. Chalo. The price paid, okay, is intangible asset. The cost of creating magazine titles and maintaining the existing titles are expenses. So 70 intangible assets under, it is shown under the assets, and 80 whatever expenses he has paid, he has created, debited to expense account. Now, cash inflows from direct sales and advertising are identifiable for each magazine title. Okay, so cash flows, direct sale and advertising are identifiable for each magazine title. Titles are managed by customer segment. So customer, different magazines. So this is CGU means here every individual title is called as CGU. The level of advertisement income for a magazine title depends on the range of the titles in the customer segment to which the magazine title relates. Management has a policy to abandon old titles before the end of the economic lives and replace them immediately with the new titles for the same segment. So what is the CGU for individual magazine title? Okay, so individual magazine title का CGU क्या है? Answer is very simple. You can check here. It is likely that recoverable amount of individual magazine can be assessed. So you can assess individual magazine. Even though the level of advertisement income for a title is influenced to a certain extent by other titles in the customer segment, cash inflows from direct sales and advertising are identifiable for each title. So each magazine title. So in addition, although titles are managed by customer segment, decisions to abandon titles are made on individual title basis. Therefore, individual magazine title generate cash flows largely independent of each other, and it is CGU. So every magazine title, every magazine. So there are 70 CGUs. How many CGUs? 70 CGUs. 70 CGUs. Okay. Second one. Second one. Ninth question. CGU का 9th क्वेश्चन था. ठीक है, चलो रीड क्वेश्चन नंबर. इट्स वेरी सिंपल बेटा. CS28 80 max is not considered because they are expensed out. They are expensed out. So your assets are only 70. Your assets are only 70. So actually 80 also CGU, but we won't consider because it is not recorded as an asset. और हम लोग CGU किसका निकालते हैं? इम्पेयरमेंट हम लोग एसेट का करते हैं. तो एसेट का CGU होगा तो भाई क्यों करेंगे? Each title will be CGU. और we already studied ना, सेल्फ जनरेटेड इज नॉट अलाउड इन S26. S26 में ऑलरेडी हमने ये स्टडी किया हुआ है भाई. नाइन नंबर पढ़ लो भाई. चलो. Good Drugs and Pharmaceutical acquired a sachet filling machine on 1st April 2001 for 60 lakhs. The machine was expected to have a productive life of 6 years. The carrying amount of that machine is 41 lakhs. Okay. A short circuit occurred and the financial year, but luckily the machine did not get badly damaged. Not get badly damaged, short circuit mein, but still working order at the close of the financial year. Recoverable amount, we can't say it as recoverable amount, but it is a net selling price. 36 lakh if sold in the market. It is not value in use. Huh? It is net selling price. The machine is not, ये line बहुत important है, not capable of generating cash flows. So why are you considering individual asset for impairment? Then you consider CGU. Okay, sir, 54 crores. And carrying amount of 3.46 crores. Okay, so carrying amount is 3.46. If all machines put together, cash flows is 54 lakh crores per annum. How many years? For next 6 years. So its recoverable amount is on the higher side than the carrying amount, 4.4 crores. So definitely there is no impairment of CGU. So likho, no impairment of CGU. So why you want to calculate impairment for asset? So no impairment of CGU is the answer. So no impairment of assets also. You can see the answer. As per the provisions of S28, impairment is not to be recognized for given asset if CGU is not impaired. In the given case, the CGU in it, in which group of assets to which the damaged machine belongs, is not impaired. तो जिससे वो रिलेटेड है वही इंपेयर नहीं हुआ, तो सीजीयू इंपेयर नहीं हुआ, तो रिकवरेबल अमाउंट इज ग्रेटर देन दिस कैरिंग अमाउंट. So no need to provide any impairment loss on the damaged sachet for filling the machine. Okay, beta. Are understood kya? Yes. Beta, we have almost done with this accounting standard. So now, हाँ जी बेटा, रिवर्सल ऑफ इम्पेयरमेंट का एक क्वेश्चन है. 10 नंबर 11 नंबर का एक क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट कर लेते. लास्ट क्वेश्चन and then I will give you the break. Okay, last question. Please have patience, beta. Yes, you all are Maxwell. Beta. So don't give up. No, sir. We won't give up. Yes, all my Maxwell, beta. आज तो लास्ट पार्ट है ना बेटा, प्लीज थोड़ी इज्जत रखो. कोई भी गिव अप नहीं करेगा, लास्ट मिनट तक रहेगा. कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो पूछो. You can ask me queries. If you are not getting any point, you can ask me, beta. Maxwell is an Australian player, beta. Ruturaj. Yesterday there was a match between Australia. Yes, very good, beta. Ruturaj, you are not watching all these matches. Very good, beta. But एक motivation के लिए देखना रहता है. I won't force you. Yes, everyone has not interested in all matches and World Cup. तो ठीक है. कल बेटा बहुत बढ़िया मैच हुआ था मैक्सवेल का. तो ये प्लेयर है ऑस्ट्रेलिया का जिसने बहुत अच्छी मैच जीताई. ओके, प्लीज कंटिन्यू विदाउट ब्रेक. जय पटेल, इतना भी नहीं रे बेटा, थोड़ा आवाज का भी सोच यार, थोड़ा ब्रेक लेने दे बीच बीच में. अकेले बात करना बेटा मोर देन 2 hours इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. और दिन भर चलता रहता है ये. खड़ा हूं मैं कब से, देखना अभी पैर भी दुखने लगते रहे. थोड़ा बैठने दे मुझे, बूढ़ा हो गया हूँ अभी. हाँ जी. A plant was acquired 15 years ago at cost of rupees 5 crores. 5 crore का प्लांट था सर. Its accumulated depreciation 4.15. तो 5. So 31st March 2001 को प्लांट की वैल्यू WDV विल बी कितना है रही. तो कैलसी क्या यूज करते हो. इट्स अ 0.85. ओके. Depreciation in 2001 to 1 to the depreciation is 0.25 lakhs. 25 lakhs, 25 lakhs means 0.25 crores. 25 lakhs means 0.25 crores. कैसे करने का. 25 divided by 100, 0.25. Okay, 1 crore is equal to 100 lakhs. 1 crore is equal to 100 lakhs रे. चलो आगे. 0.85. So 0.6. Okay. Now what happened? Net selling price. Net selling price is 30 lakhs on 31st March 2001, which is going to decline by 20% in next financial year, and value in use is 35 lakhs, which is going to decline by 30% in next financial year. So on 31st March 2002, value will be 30 minus 20%, 0.24, because it's a 0.30, 0.35 minus 30%, whichever is higher. So your impairment loss is 0.355. Write down 0.355. So carrying amount is 0.6 and write off 0.355. So this is a diagram. 0.6 and 0.245, whichever is higher. So what is your carrying amount, beta? Your carrying amount will be point. अरे क्या है carrying amount? बोलो. So carrying amount मेरा कितना है? It's a 0.6 minus 0.245 is the impairment loss. My new carrying amount will be 0.245. That is a recoverable amount. A plant has revalued 10 years ago, and there were balance in the revaluation reserve 12 lakhs. Okay, so this is a question of reversal of impairment loss. No, not reversal. If revaluation is there and there is a so what will be the entry? रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व 0.12 टू एसेट हाँ जी, टू एसेट कितने से डाउन करना है 0.355 एंड बैलेंसिंग फिगर इज पी एंड एल. सो बैलेंसिंग फिगर इज 0.355 minus 0.12 0.235. So entry will be revaluation reserve 12 lakh मतलब 0.12 to asset you have to write it down by 0.355. So P&L ला debit 0.235. P&L में कितना आएगा 0.355. So आप एंट्रीज भी देख लो. And if value in use is 0 and your net selling price -2, whichever is higher is 0, therefore my impairment loss will be full 0.6 because I will consider recoverable amount is 0 और माइनस ये देखो क्या हो रहा है यार. So 0.6 is the impairment loss. Value in use is 0 and net selling price is -2. Easy. Yes. Entire book value is 0.6 is written off to P&L. You can check the answer. Yes, these are the answers. खत्म हो गया बेटा. It's very simple question. You do it today itself. आप ब्रेक में भी कर सकते हो. हाँ जी. And now after break, I'm going to explain you बेटा last part CGU का sorry corporate assets and बेटा reversal of impairment. और उसके बाद आपका लेक्चर खत्म हो जाएगा and I will tell you the technique of studying in last first 5 chapters how to revise it. ओके लास्ट के 20 मिनट आपको ये सिखाऊंगा. हाँ बेटा स्क्रीन लैगिंग हुआ. एक बार चेक करो बेटा वापस से लेक्चर देखो. एक बार मैं आपको हिंदी में बता देता हूँ. कुछ बच्चों का डिमांड आया है कि सर हिंदी में 11 नंबर का क्वेश्चन एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए. ठीक है बेटा एक बार हिंदी में बता देता हूँ. देख 15 साल पहले हमने 5 करोड़ में एक एसेट लिया था. उसका एक्यूमुलेटेड डेप्रिसिएशन मतलब आज तक का डेप्रिसिएशन 4.15 था. सो 5 माइनस 4.15 मतलब आपके पास 0.85 का उसका बैलेंस बचा है. 5 माइनस 4.15. अभी डेप्रिसिएशन जो 2001-2 में प्रोवाइड करना है वो 25 लाख है. 25 लाख मतलब बेटा 0.25 करोड़. 0.25 करोड़ तो वो 0.85 में से मैंने माइनस किया तो 0.6 करोड़ आएगा. अभी मेरी जो नेट सेलिंग प्राइस है नेट सेलिंग प्राइस 2001 की है. मुझे चाहिए 2002 की. तो 0.30 माइनस उसमें डिक्लाइन बाय 20% 0.24 हुआ. और मेरा वैल्यू इन यूज 0.35 माइनस 30% मतलब 0.245 हुआ. तो मेरा 0.245 ये हाइयर है. तो विच एवर इज हाइयर मैं बताऊंगा. 0.60 में से मैं 0.245 पे जाऊंगा तो मेरा इंपेयरमेंट लॉस कितना होने वाला है 0.355. ये पहला क्वेश्चन था. सो 0.245 ये मैं कैरिंग अमाउंट होगी और इंपेयरमेंट लॉस मेरा ये दोनों का डिफरेंस 0.355 होगा. दूसरा क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि मैंने 10 साल पहले ये एसेट्स को रिवैल्यू किया था और 12 लाख मेरे इसमें वैल्यू थी. तो 12 लाख वैल्यू होगी तो बेटा रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व पहले यूज करेंगे इंपेयरमेंट में. एसेट मेरा 0.355 से नीचे जाना है. सो बैलेंसिंग फिगर P&L में आएगा. एंड चौथा क्वेश्चन ये था कि मेरा वैल्यू इन यूज 0 है और मैं एसेट बेचूंगा तो मुझे ही 2 लाख रुपए मेरे जेब से जाएगा. तो -2 और 0 विच इज हाइयर तो मेरा 0 आएगा. और मेरा इंपेयरमेंट लॉस पूरी की पूरी एसेट जो 0.6 दिख रही है वो पूरी की पूरी एसेट क्या हो जाएगी मेरी इंपेयर्ड हो जाएगी. तो पूरा इंपेयरमेंट लॉस दिखेगा 0.60. ये मेरा तीसरा आंसर है. चौथा आंसर है. सो इस तरीके से ये मेरा क्वेश्चन खत्म होता है. बहुत सिंपल है, एक बार देख लीजिए। ठीक है, सो दिस इज ऑल फॉर TYK11. All questions are over. One last concept is there, corporate asset. It's similar concept. And then beta reversal of impairment. That is also very simple, and disclosure part. तो हम लोग अभी basic questions पे बचे. Only new concept we have to learn, that is a corporate asset. What we are going to see it in the next 15 minutes के बाद. चलो take a break. जल्दी से break ले लीजिए. And we are going to meet it at 7:35 हुआ है, 45 50 7:50 to 55 के बीच में मैं आ जाऊंगा. 7:50 और 7:55 के बीच में मैं आ जाऊंगा. चलो, यस, टेक अ ब्रेक. जल्दी से मनीष जी ब्रेक ले लीजिए. Welcome back once again, beta. Now we left with the last part of this standard, which is एक मिनट ये ना बार बार क्या पता क्या corporate assets, which is corporate assets, is very simple. Okay, so cash generating unit we have finished with. Recoverable amount we have done with. Goodwill is also done. हाँ जी. Now see beta, goodwill does not generate cash flows. पहली बात तो दिमाग में ये डालो कि गुडविल कभी भी कैश फ्लो जनरेट नहीं करता है. तो इसी वजह से कुछ तो नॉट जनरेट कैश फ्लोज. ध्यान में रखो बेटा, गुडविल जनरेट डज नॉट जनरेट कैश फ्लोज इंडिपेंडेंटली फ्रॉम अदर एसेट्स. इसीलिए रिकवरेबल अमाउंट ऑफ गुडविल as an individual asset cannot be determined. See, goodwill alone cannot be impaired because it does not generate any cash flows. It net selling price and value in use is zero only of goodwill. So goodwill cannot be impaired. Goodwill can be allocated. Yes, that you understood already. Same thing with the corporate assets. See, corporate assets are that they do not generate cash inflows independently from other assets or group of assets. It's similar to goodwill, and their amount cannot be fully attributable to cash generating unit under review. For example, I will give you example. So same like goodwill. So corporate asset matlab kya? For example, I have one head office. Okay. Head office beta, head office building from where we administer all other CGUs. Okay, so head office is not giving me separate income, but the head office building is, is helpful for administration purpose. Okay, and therefore this is called as corporate asset. It is not part of any specific CGU, but it's a part of all CGU. Okay, so it's like goodwill. Goodwill is not specifically for one CGU. And same like goodwill, we calculate impairment for corporate assets. Okay, same. You have only theory for this. You have only theory. Reversal of impairment loss. So what is reversal? An enterprise should assess at each balance sheet date whether there is any indication that impairment loss is recognized for an asset in the prior accounting period. Okay, and may no longer exist or may have decreased. So impairment matlab, impairment loss recognized for the asset in the prior accounting period. But now what happened? That asset value get reversed. So now you are carrying amount. Previously you are carrying amount. See, previously you are carrying amount. Okay, is 100 and your recoverable amount is 80. But afterwards what happened? So your impairment loss is 20. Now what happened? Your recoverable amount is now 80. Your recoverable amount is 80. Now this is your new carrying amount. But what happened? Now your recoverable amount is showing 90 rupees in the second year. Previously, it was down. So you reduced it. But now what happened? Due to change in the market condition, might be your asset is now in the good condition. Your asset is generating you income. And therefore your recoverable amount is now higher. And now you want to reverse your loss. it is called as reversal of your loss what you impaired, okay, in the last year. Is it possible? Yes sir, it is possible. It is possible. ध्यान में रखो, ये possible है, ये रिवर्स करना पॉसिबल है. ये रिवर्सल करना पॉसिबल है और यही रिवर्सल हम लोग करने वाले हैं, ओके. The estimate of cash inflows, cash outflows, or discount rates are used to determine the asset's recoverable amount. For individual assets, if impairment loss was written up to profit and loss account and then reversal hoga, so it is recorded as income. So previously you recorded as loss, now it will be recorded as income. And previously if it is debited to revaluation reserve, then loss should be returned back to the reserve account to the extent it was adjusted. ये दिख नहीं रहा है पर यहाँ पे रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व है, यहाँ पे रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व है. सो आपने रिजर्व को क्रेडिट करना है वापस. और सीजीयू का भी सेम होगा. सीजीयू का फर्स्ट एसेट को करो या गुडविल को. सो फर्स्ट गुडविल को बढ़ा दो, सेम लाइक अपोजिट सेंस में करना है. एंड गुडविल को ये रिवर्सल इज नॉट अलाउड, ओनली फॉर गुडविल. बस इतना ही याद रखो. रिवर्सल पे ऊपर देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन. And disclosure part is the last one. What you have to disclose. ठीक है. So disclosures you can read by your own and it's not very difficult. So now you understood the standard thoroughly. So beta, now it's time for your questions. Sir, last 20 minutes. Impairment is over. Beta, please watch my session once again. Beta Manish ji, you will understand it. It's very simple. Goodwill return off can be reversed only if certain conditions are met. Okay, goodwill can be written off. Corporate assets in the what is the true? So bottom up test and top down test if corporate assets cannot be allocated to CGU under review. I think it is B. No, C only. Goodwill appears in the balance sheet. Ha. Yes, it's a correct one. And here it is, answer is B. The asset should be reviewed. Yes, you can read these answers are very easy. So the standard is actually, because I'm taking it very fast because I want to discuss some strategies, how to study for these 5-6 chapters. See beta. See now this is the last session for this month of Sanket. Okay. कल से परसों से you have new faculty which will take over this another accounting standards. He will start from chapter 7. Okay. So now you left with 4, 5, 11. These are really very easy standard. 7, 9, 12 government grants, consolidation part. Okay, cash flow statement we left with. ठीक है. 4, 5, 11 तो बहुत easy है बेटा. You will get this 4, 5, 11, 7, 9, 12 even. In my, yes, suppose if you want this accounting standards, do simple thing. In the last batch number 6, you will get this S4, S5, S11 also. 11 you will get in the batch number 5 in, yes, I will give you the guidance. Okay, S4 कहाँ पे मिलेगा? S4 and S5 ये batch 6 में आप लोग देख लो, नहीं, batch 7 in advance accounts. In advance accounts, if you want to note down it, you can note down it. Okay, S4, 5 मैं इधर ही लिख के देता हूँ आपको. कहाँ पे देखिए आप? S4, 5 batch 7 advance accounts. 11, 7, 9, 12 you will get it in batch 7 only accounts, that is group, ये group 2 में, and this is in group 1. So you have to refer my previous sessions. BOSK, you will get it. Okay, I will show you. Because if you are comfortable, तो कहाँ पे मिलेगा आपको मैं बता देता हूँ. So playlist में जाइए, you can go in playlist. Then you have in playlist you have group 2 intermediate group 2 live coaching classes batch 7, and here you will get it in advance accounts. Okay, application of accounting standards, in that you may get it. Paper 5, I think lecture of 20th July 2023. Haji, you will get with index. So don't worry, you will get this accounting standard. Okay. So this is how you will get S in these batches. Okay. So application of accounting standards in batch 7 ये मिल जाएगा आपको. और कुछ क्वेश्चंस है? ठीक है, 100 पेजेस का मैं अपलोड कर दूंगा. हाँ जी सुरेंद्रन जी, डोंट वरी. ओके, ठीक है. सो वहां पे आपको मिल जाएगा. हाँ जी, S11, 7, 9, 12 you will get there. 14, 21, 23, 27 बेटा ये एमलगमेशन है एंड CFS है. सो मैंने कभी एक्चुअली स्पीकिंग बेटा मैंने I have never taken these two subtopics on ICAI tube. Why? Because this is related to group 2 or another faculty has taken this. So advanced accounts का CFS मतलब consolidated financial statement and amalgamation ये is not available. So sorry for that. हाँ, preparation of financial statement, then cash flow, buyback and branch. यस, ये 4 टॉपिक आपको मेरे मिल जाएंगे, ये 4 टॉपिक आपको मिल जाएंगे. सो डोंट वरी. प्रिपरेशन, कैश फ्लो, you will get it in the last batch number 6 also. Internal reconstruction, amalgamation, no beta, it's not available. Branch you will get it. Okay, तो ये आपको मिल जाएंगे 4 टॉपिक्स ओनली. CFS and amalgamation and internal reconstruction won't get it on ICAI tube. Okay, of संकेत सर. तो amalgamation आपको शायद से मेरे रिवीजन बैच में मिल जाएगा आपको. You can check it on my channel also. You'll get it. और कुछ सवाल? Yes, anyone. Some students ask me about this S4, S5, sir, whether it will get. Yes. S28 के screenshot बेटा I will send you. I will send you on the Telegram channel. S28 के screenshots. Okay. So full 100 pages की book I will share it. Don't worry. Kaushik. Any other question बेटा? हाँ जी Kaushik. I will share it. Don't worry. See. This notebook is of 100 pages. Now what is your strategies? What are your strategies? I will discuss some points. Tips for passing, not passing, getting exemption in accounts. What are problems that you face and how to overcome? First, we will discuss step 1. Normally, what problems you face and how to overcome with this. Okay. You want to listen now, guys? Last 15 minutes. You want to discuss these strategies, beta? Say yes or no. Yes, Ruturaj is saying yes, sir. I want to discuss. Okay. सबसे first problem that you are facing nowadays, when you started, you know, your study, that is when you started your first class, second class, third class, when you attended my first session, second session, you were very energetic at that time. But many students, they now, beta, they found that there is, you know, gap, okay, in your study. You are not managing your timetable. Gap between your, so we'll start from, you know, scratch. What normally students are facing problem, gap between your syllabus now, means faculty is going like, you know, aircraft, and you are moving like walking, and their speed is like beta aircraft speed. Yes, you are facing this problem. So write it in the comment section. How many of you are facing this problem? Yes, first problem. So फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम दैट यू आर फेसिंग, आपका सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम आपका क्या आ रहा है? हिंदी में भी बता दो तो आप लोग लिख सकते हो ये, कि आपका सिलेबस इतने जोर से भाग रहा है अभी कि फैकल्टी कोई रेडी नहीं है रुकने के लिए. और हमारा तो भाई जब सिलेबस, सर 2 घंटे एक जगह पे बैठना मुश्किल हो रहा है. हमारा एक जो बीच में बोल सकते हो कि जो बैकलॉग है, बैकलॉग, द करेक्ट वर्ड इज बैकलॉग, ये इतना बढ़ता जा रहा है सर. And we are not finding this very energetic or very interesting now? Yeah, it's getting like burden for us. Say yes or no. How many of you are feeling like this? Yes. Write down me, sir, in the comment section. So I will understand. Yes. Gap between syllabus, backlog you are finding, how to overcome. 3 subjects in one day. 3 subjects in one day. Okay. First problem is that consistency is a key of success. Sir, it's very important. Sir, are you consistent? No, not at all. I am also not a consistent. But in students' age, at that time, in CA final, I won't say for intermediate and foundation, because what happens कि foundation में we won't understand where to go. हमें यही नहीं समझ में आता है कि हमें जाना कहाँ पे है. So 3 subjects in one day is a good strategy. Out of that, 1 subject is theory for 2 hours. Start your day at 5 a.m. Best strategy. 5 a.m. Accounts do for 3 hours. Tax do for 3 hours. And sir, 8 hours classes, 8 hours study, and daily 6 hours classes or 7 hours. So 15 hours we can't sit on one place. So do recording for 2 subjects, or at least for 1 subject. Theory subject, you can do it in the recording. If you see our, structure. So do one thing. One day, tax is for 3 hours. Second day, do is for 1.5 hours. And on the day on which you are doing tax for 3 hours, do accounts for 1.5 hours. And when you are doing tax for 1.5 hours, do accounts for 3 hours. So beta now, and theory subjects, you don't have any excuse, 2 hours. So now it will be beta daily 2 hours plus 3 hours, 6.5 hours. And your classes is of only 5 hours daily, 11.5 hours. Sir, do your study in, gaps. First 1.5 hours theory subject. When you are learning a theory subject, start and stop recording technique. Do it in the recording. Theory subjects purely recording mein karo. If you are finding live lectures interesting, beta, don't worry. Then you go with the live sessions. But if you are not, beta, you have a backlog. If you have a backlog, try to cover now. Don't take a single break except Sunday. Okay, Sunday ko break लीजिए. Sir, please improve your, sitting capacity. Sir, how to increase it? Always have something in front of you, your aim, your objective. Why you want to do CA? Whether it's only for fun purpose, then don't join it. Don't waste your 3 years. If you want to make your family happy, second one, you want to do the CA course because you want some respect in the society. Third one, you want to earn some good income. I'm not saying extraordinary income. Then you have to do CA. Sir, only CA is the last goal? Not at all. If you fail, it's okay. But without fighting, if you fail, it's of no use. ओके, तो एक ही बात बोलूंगा कि ये सबके साथ होता है सर, सबके साथ होता है कि हम लोग एक जगह पे बैठ ही नहीं पाते। बेटा यही तो सीए वर्सेस नॉन सीए में डिफरेंस है, कि हमें एक जगह पे बैठना पड़ेगा। और सर छोटे छोटे टारगेट्स, हाँ, हाउ टू ओवरकम टारगेट्स, सेट टारगेट्स फॉर एवरी वीक, वीकली टारगेट, कितने टॉपिक्स, एंड फॉर दैट बेस्ट स्ट्रेटेजी वीकली टारगेट, हाउ टू कीप, हाउ टू सेट वीकली टारगेट्स बाय यूजिंग आईसीआई का स्केड्यूल। आईसीआई के जो नंबर ऑफ लेक्चर्स है ना, पिछले number of lectures but given by the ICI. For that, you prepare that schedule. Okay, you refer that schedule. And by referring that schedule, you can prepare your timetable. Every week ka ICI ka schedule, you can start from scratch. Don't worry. First one. So you understood what is the problem. So I know every one of you are finding this problem of sitting on one place and covering your backlog is very difficult for you. So for that, so still time is there. Okay. Don't waste this November month now. November, December, January, February, March, April. See, last 1 month is of no use. Last 1.5 months. So I will tell you, you should complete your syllabus till March 15th. Syllabus complete karna means what? When you are completing your syllabus means your last day revision notes, your 100 pages book and your main notebook are ready with some revisions, at least one revision on Sunday. Main notebook, not only for my subject. It is a best strategy for maintaining notebooks for your, don't think for the current date. Always think how it will be helpful for you at the time of doing revisions. So this is a simple strategy. Those students who are finding this problem, okay, कि सर हमारा backlog बाकी है, so you can complete your backlog by using the same strategy and target set कीजिए every week के target, and please do not have variations. Variation means what? That you set the target for 6 topics or 2 topics and you have done with 1 topic. Please beta, don't do that. It's a request. Okay. Second one. So problem number 1 you faced, ये आपको समझ में आया. Second problem that you are facing. So backlog is the first problem. Sir, I sit for 6-7 hours, but at the end, my focus after 30 minutes, 40 minutes, beta, sir, I am getting diverted. मेरा फोकस ही हिल जाता है. 40 मिनट्स के बाद मुझे गेम्स खेलने की इच्छा होती है. ओके, कांट कॉन्सेंट्रेट फॉर मोर देन 30 मिनट्स. दिमाग में गंदे गंदे ख्याल आते हैं, गेम्स खेलने को लगता है, किसी की याद आती है, उसके साथ बातें करने में टाइम चला जाता है. एज वैसा है ना आपका. इट्स ओके, मैं भी उसी एज में से गया हूं. होता है. कांट कॉन्सेंट्रेट for more than 30 minutes. Tell me it in the comment section. Yes, sir. We are facing the problem. Okay. ओवर थिंकिंग करता हूं, हाँ ये भी होता है. सो आई थिंक फॉर कि ये टॉपिक मेरे से हुआ ही नहीं, तो आई थिंक कि मेरा सिलेबस कैसा कंप्लीट होगा, उसी सोच में मैं पेजेस सिर्फ देखता रहता हूं. आई कांट कॉन्सेंट्रेट मोर देन 30 मिनट्स. यस, ठीक है. Okay. So now how to overcome from this problem? Very simple. You break your study material into, now already you have that study material volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. At my time, beta, it was very difficult for me. Okay, we have directly study material of 500, 600 pages. Ka. Okay. The problem normally students are facing is due to they do not have daily targets. Now here you set your weekly targets. Now you have to set your daily targets. Okay. And how to set daily targets? 1 hour, minimum 6 pages. 1 hour, 6 pages. So for law, you will finish with 12 pages. For accounts, you will finish with 10 pages or 9 pages because 1.5 hour. And for taxation, it is 18 pages in one day. Correct? Hai? Or it's 18 pages when you studied beta accounts on that day, 10 pages only of tax. So daily target of 22 plus 18, 40 pages. जब तक ये टारगेट कंप्लीट नहीं होता है डेली 12 पेजेस का, suppose any paragraph you are finding it's, yes, that is the third problem that I will tell you after this problem. So daily 40 pages ka target, you have to finish it at least 5 days in a week. And 1 day is for your backlog. If any problem that you are facing, 2 days in a week to finish your backlog, but try to finish it within 5 days. So daily set 40 pages ka target. And सबसे important, when you have finished your study for that day, last 20 minutes, that is the third problem that I will discuss it. Okay, that is the third, fourth question. So can't concentrate more than 30 minutes. How to overcome with this? By keeping daily targets of 40 pages. Third problem. Yes. Now what is the third problem normally students are facing? चलो, तीसरा problem क्या है? Okay. तीसरा problem. Yes, can't concentrate is a very genuine problem of all students. Third problem, sir, I cannot retain what I studied on first day on sixth day. Okay, I cannot recall concept. I cannot retain concept. This is the biggest problem of every CA students and even if of rankers. See, institute is not expecting the same language which is written in the study material. Why we are learning this is a first question asked to yourself. Why this topic? See, when I read 20 pages, I can recall only 10 lines as it is. 10 lines. Only 10 lines. And that is only on that day. So how to overcome with this problem? Yeah, now you know this already. How to overcome with the third problem? How to overcome with the third problem? Tell me. आप लोग ये प्रॉब्लम में से कैसे ओवरकम करोगे? You only tell me the technique. Sir, very simple technique. How to overcome your 100 pages का notebook. 100 pages का notebook is a jadi booty of this problem. Your short notes, important points. See, every faculty will tell you, it's okay that every faculty won't give you that 100 pages ka book. I know that. It's a different style of every faculty. Even next faculty, I don't know whether he will tell you to write it in the 100 pages or not. For accounts also, yeah, for law, for income tax, I don't know whether that faculty is telling you to maintain that notebook. It's a style of every faculty, different style of every faculty, but you maintain your 100 pages ka book. Okay. ओके, तो सबसे पहले 100 पेजेस की बुक कंप्लीट करो एंड डोंट ओवर थिंक कि मैं भूल जाऊंगा, एग्जाम में सब याद आता है. डोंट वरी इफ यू रीड फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. देखो, फर्स्ट चैप्टर ओवरव्यू ऑफ अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड, इफ यू रीड दिस 100 पेजेस का बुक ना, 100 पेजेस का बुक देखो, मैं आई विल गिव यू दिस टेक्निक, तो आई विल शो यू प्रैक्टिकली. सो ओवरव्यू मैंने दिया था, इंट्रोडक्शन एंड बेनिफिट्स ऑफ अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड भूल गया मैं, इंट्रोडक्शन याद नहीं आ रहा है. स्टैंडर्ड सेटिंग प्रोसेस सर ने कुछ तो बताया था. आईसीआई सेट्स द स्टैंडर्ड, आईएफआरएस एज अ ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड. हाँ, आईएफआरएस ये ग्लोबल लेवल पे कोई तो इंस्टीट्यूट है जो आईएफआरएस करती है. एंड नीड फॉर कन्वर्जन. कन्वर्जन मतलब इतना याद है मुझे कि इंड एस कुछ तो हम लोग फॉलो कर रहे हैं, आईएफआरएस हम लोग फॉलो नहीं कर रहे. हाँ जी. एंड कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इंडेस, हाँ ये इंडेस. एंड कार्वआउट्स और कार्विंग्स क्या था? कार्वआउट मतलब ऐसा कुछ तो डेविएशन था, और कार्विंग्स मतलब एडिशनल गाइडेंस था. हाँ जी, ये 100 पेजेस के बुक में लिखा हुआ है. सो फिर इंट्रोडक्शन, जनरली एक्सेप्टेड अकाउंटिंग पॉलिसीज, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे आईएफआरएस, इंडियन लेवल पे हाँ एस प्लस इंडेस, यस ये चार्ट याद आया. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ वो, हाँ वो भी याद आया. एमसीए, एमसीए गवर्नमेंट है, उसके ऊपर नफरा एंड आईसीआई फॉर नॉन कॉर्पोरेट एंटिटीज, याद आया याद आया. सर आरएमपीडी एनालिसिस, आरएमपीडी रिकॉग्निशन मेजरमेंट प्रेजेंटेशन डिस्क्लोजर 10 बार बताया. 100 पेजेस की बुक बेटा. बेनिफिट्स, बेनिफिट स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन ऑफ ऑल्टरनेटिव अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट, ऑल्टरनेटिव अकाउंटिंग होगा तो उसका एक स्टैंडर्ड सेट करके दिया था. एडिशनल डिस्क्लोजर, ठीक है, ये पढ़ के भी समझ में आएगा. यू कैन रीड इट एंड यू कैन को रिलेट इट. कंपेरेबिलिटी, रिडक्शन ऑफ स्कोप फॉर क्रिएटिव अकाउंटिंग, यस सर अभी याद आया. स्टैंडर्ड सेटिंग प्रोसेस, आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ एरिया, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ स्टडी ग्रुप. इफ यू डोंट रिकॉल इट, वॉच प्रीवियस सेशन. If you can't recall it, watch previous session, but I don't think you will need for that. Your maintenance of 100 pages book, at least कुछ तो याद आएगा ना रे. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कुछ भी याद नहीं आ रहा है. भाई पढ़े हो आपने, 3 घंटा इसके ऊपर डाला हुआ है, 2.5 hours. It's okay that you forget this thing, but now try to watch it, try to recall it from your 100 pages book. And if you still think I can't recall it, you can watch my previous session. It's the best technique. Watch previous session free of cost. So I can't manage time. No beta, you have to do that. Every 7 days you have to do revision, at least for next chapters. Every 7 days. On Sunday you take it from first, पहले चैप्टर से शुरू करो on Sunday, and then see the learning curve effect. What is called as learning curve. See, your 2 ka table is very easy for you. Why? Because you by heart it from the first standard. But 24 ka table, no beta, you can't recall it. Why? Because you started 24 ka table directly in 4th standard. So this is how you can't recall second ka table, sorry, 24th ka table, but you can recall second ka table. 2, 3, 4, it's very easy for you. Why? Because you revised it from second standard, first standard, you recall it from very first standard. Fifth problem, fourth problem. Sorry. Fourth problem. Okay. Logical thinking. You always have fear in the mind. This is very difficult concept. I'm doing something which is difficult. सीए कर रहा हूं मैं. अरे भाई क्या कर रहा है तू? सीए कर रहा है मतलब एक लॉजिकल डिग्री ले रहा है. सीए कोई आपके ही फाइनेंस को बताने वाला इंसान है. ही इज अ डॉक्टर ऑफ योर फाइनेंस. सो what he learn, what he tells you, what he has given you advice is out of his experience of logical learning. So दिमाग में से पहले ये निकाल दो. Okay, I am doing something very difficult. Why this is difficult? When beta all topics come together, you cannot recall first chapter. So try to develop your logical learning. Fear will get moved. Definitely. ये लॉजिकल लर्निंग किया ना तो कोई भी चीज दिमाग में रहेगा. यू आस्क मी एनी स्टैंडर्ड, आई विल टेल यू. इन्वेंटरी वैल्यूएशन, first thing come to my mind, cost or NRV, whichever is lower. Now what is cost? Cost matlab kya? Purchase price, attributable, asset related. All standards said to you, all standard will tell you cost, the concept of cost. Only S2 will tell you NRV also, that is a selling price minus selling expenses for finished goods and WIP. My first thing come to my mind is logical way. S2 आया तो cost और NRV which is lower. S13 आया तो investment in equity shares और debentures. S10 आया property plant and equipment मतलब depreciation वाला. 28 आया impairment, my carrying amount is higher than the recoverable amount, value in use and net selling price. ये चीजें ध्यान में आई ना तो कोई भी स्टैंडर्ड याद आ जाएगा. 17 आया तो बिजनेस सेगमेंट एंड ज्योग्राफिकल सेगमेंट. सो बेटा रिलेटेड पार्टी आया तो दैट 5 टेक्निक्स. रिलेशंस, रिलेटिव्स आया तो रिलेटेड पार्टी को मैं सस्ते में, आर्म्स लेंथ प्राइस, आई कैन नॉट सेल देम एट अ बिलो प्राइस. सर डेवलप योर लॉजिकल रीजनिंग. ओके, सो ये दिमाग में से निकाल दो कि मैं कुछ लॉ में भी सेम टेक्निक्स. बेटा सी, only 3-4 lines are important for this chapter. When you start your meetings chapter, general meeting, extraordinary general meeting, only few points you have to recall. Contract Act hai, Sale of Goods Act hai. Okay, so only few points are important. See, those who have cleared their beta foundation, those are already intelligent students. I'm not saying that direct entry students are not intelligent. You are hard worker students, direct entry students. Okay. So be confident. Try to develop, ask yourself every time why this provision is there. Whenever you are sitting on the one place, first you ask to yourself why PGBP is there. Try to recall all sections. If you ask me, today itself, you ask me, sir, house property ka charging section kya hai? I can tell you it's a 22. Sir, what is the section, charging section for salary? It's a 15. After beta, almost 18 years. Almost 18 years. I cleared my PGBP or in 2005. Okay, I cleared my inter. 2008 mein CA final. So, logical reasoning. Sorry, what I am telling you, PGBP पूछा तो section 28 is a charging section, 32 is a depreciation, 30 is 30 rubber coffee, 35 scientific research, 36 is general deduction, 37 is inadmissible expenditure. So I can recall it, and you know कि at my student age, beta, I know that sub clauses also. इतना पढ़ाई किया था, self study. At least you have this number of, channels है, number of faculties are there, इतने सारे आपके पास availabilities है, but you don't have to take that benefit. You don't know how to take benefit of this. We studied from the scratches, from pages, from study material, from author's book. There is no one to explain us the concept. Why this chapter? But you have number of solutions. ठीक है, चलो ठीक है. So logical thinking develop करो. Not only for my subjects, it's for all subjects. Accounts and costing is very important to develop your financial management. Income tax, these are the subjects where you have to develop your common sense. Okay. चलिए. And see, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, H+C, hard work and consistency is a last step to get this course का success. I already shared this story with you. Beta, when I was doing my CA final, my grandma expired. My father and mother, they were in Bihar for that Samet Shikhar. One, yes, our holistic place. So I remember my dad, grandpa expired on something in the day of 17th August or 18th August. And my dad came very next day and he told me, after all vidhi, he go to your class, don't miss your class. But on very next day, all guests were in our house. But I attended my CA final class on very next day. I know it was very difficult for me, but beta, your targets are important in your life. और तभी आप CA बनने वाले हो. I'm not saying you study for 24 hours. No need. But at least 6 months, you have to devote for this course. और ये कोर्स में जब तक आप डिवोशन नहीं दोगे ना, ये सब मैंने टेक्निक्स दिए हैं, डेली टेक्निक्स गिवन. एंड डोंट गिव फेक प्रोमिसेस, ऑलवेज गिव इस. यू कैन, बेटा आप मुझे फंसाओगे, यस यू कैन चीट मी, बट यू कैन नॉट चीट योर माइंड, यू कैन नॉट चीट टू योर सेल्फ. आप खुद को नहीं चीट करोगे. एंड इफ यू डो नॉट हैव समथिंग इन टू अचीव, ऐसा एक देखो विराट कोहली इन क्रिकेट ऑल्सो यू कैन सी हाउ, बेटा ऑस्ट्रेलिया के टीम के मैच में देर आर 3 विकेट्स फॉर 4 रन. पेशेंस, सी पब्लिक वहां पे है, पूरा इंडियन पब्लिक उसको देख रहा है, बट हिज पेशेंस बेटा आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. 1 run starting phase, he, I think he completed his century on that day, or 90 runs he completed, I think, on that. लास्ट मैच नहीं, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ जो था. बट कंसिस्टेंसी एंड पेशेंस, एंड देयरफॉर ही इज अ विराट कोहली, मिस्टर धोनी, सेम थिंग्स, देयरफॉर दे आर ग्रेट. एंड सेम थिंग बेटा आई विल टेल यू, बिकॉज you don't have to show anyone, you have to show all these things, you have to challenge to yourself. हमेशा खुद को चैलेंज करो तो आपको मजा आएगा. I have to do this. लेजीनेस को रिमूव करो जितना हो सकता है. होगा, लेजीनेस होता है, दिन भर घर में बैठना भी डिफिकल्ट है. राउंड मारने जाओ, टेक 30 मिनट्स का गैप, बात करो किसी से, चलेगा, पर ओनली फॉर 30 मिनट्स. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि सोसाइटी से एकदम अलग हो जाओ, बट टारगेट्स रखो, वीकली टारगेट्स एंड डेली टारगेट्स. ओके, दिस इज ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड. थैंक यू. आई विल मिस यू डेफिनेटली फॉर नेक्स्ट, अप टू नेक्स्ट मंथ. और मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा आपको टिप्स देता ही हूं, एंड हो सकता है उतना मैं मेरे साइड से कंप्लीट करूंगा, आपको मोटिवेटेड रखूंगा. आप लोग भी मोटिवेटेड रहना प्लीज. आज के बाद टाइम पास मत करो, दिवाली आपकी पढ़ाई में जाए, इतना ही मैं दुआ करता हूं. और आप सबको हैप्पी दिवाली इन एडवांस. और हम लोग मिलेंगे किसी ना किसी माध्यम से. चैनल को भी देखते रहो मेरे, तो आपको समझ में आएगा ही. गुरु मंत्र सीरीज में आ जाऊंगा वापस से, और हम लोग मिलते हैं अभी नेक्स्ट आई थिंक मंथ में. और बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर योर स्टडी. अच्छे से करो और मिलते रहो. थैंक यू. थैंक यू.